Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Skill Hunt 01 versus GG Jibriel XD, and this is going to be another post-info replay. Also, make sure to check out GG Jibriel's Twitch, link down below at the top of the description, and we will see Skill Hunt win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then they will decide to go first 50 versus 40, opening hands. We have the Fiendsmith, Droplet, Abominations, Prison, Fiendsmith, Tractus, and Fiendsmith. They have Droplet, Bloody Doll, Little Soldiers, Mansion, and Veiler. Okay, so if they went first, they definitely could have FTK'd. I mean, obviously, especially through no hand traps. But even through a hand trap, probably still FTKs there. It's a pretty strong hand. But they do have Droplet, Veiler going second. And then this is Unchained Fiendsmith. They are playing 50 cards, so maybe it's Yubel in there also. But we're going to go the Fiendsmith effect. Go ahead, search out Fiendsmith Sanctus. Okay, so this lets you summon out a token. And then, you just can't declare attacks for the rest of the turn except for fiend monsters, but that doesn't matter when you're going first. So we're just going to go ahead and activate special summon out token, which that will let us make the Fiendsmith Requiem. And then activate the effect, tribute, summon out Fiendsmith from the deck. And then activate Fiendsmith Graveyard effect, shuffle back, special summon out. Okay, link those off, make Yama effect to go search, get hit with Veiler, then Abominations Prison to go search out Shavara, which technically we could have done before to try to play around Veiler, Impermon, Yama, but then we're going to go set the Tractus, Shavara to pop and special summon out, okay, and then from here, we're going to go ahead, link off in the Soul of Rage, and then Shavara effect to go set. So that's going to set the escape, and then set Droplet from hand, and pass turn. Okay, so we just have, Solar Rage, Escape, Droplet, which is 4 interruptions, which is still, not bad. It's definitely not bad. Maybe we also could have used the Tractus instead of doing it the way that we did. Go ahead and, search, discard, summon out the Luri, and then activate Shavara to pop the Luri to summon itself out, so that way we have another light fiend in graveyard that we can put back. I guess it doesn't really matter the most though. So pass, they draw a Droplet, then activate Mansion, they said let me read that, and then we're going to go ahead and escape pop it, because that card's just ridiculous. It's going to make our Soul of Rage useless, and it's going to search, and it's going to eventually give us a body too. So now we're going to go Solar Rage, Yama, so summon back out Solar Rage, and then add back the Shavara, and then normal summon out Little Soldiers, effect to go dump for cost, dump the Bisque Doll, and then Bisque Doll effect, making it so that way we can't target any of their cards, and then activate Bloody Doll, so reveal rank 8, summon itself out, and then summon out the Cattle Scream from the deck, okay, overlay, make Gimmick Puppet, Fantix, Machina, effect, and then we're gonna Droplet that by sending the Solar Rage off the field. I guess we send that because we can't really use it this turn anyways. Okay, now they have the Chimera Doll that they're gonna make, and then Chimera Doll effect to go search. Oh, they just submit defeat. Okay, really? Couldn't we have maybe summoned out? I guess I don't know. Okay. Doesn't Cattle Scream summon to your own field, or does it summon to the opponent's field? I know Deary Doll summons to your field. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. We have Nightmare Pain, Spirit of Yubel, Abominations, Prison, Druid Worm, and Foolish, so it's a very good hand trap to have against that deck, because if they set up, the no interactions with monsters, and you can't target it or anything, then, Bestials and Droll are, your best bet at that point. Then they have Terraforming, Little Soldier, Bloody Doll, Imseti, and Called by. Okay, that's for sure FTK through a Druid Worm. It's gotta be. That hand is it's the same hand as last game, except we took the 2 non-engine and turned them into Imseti and Called by. So it's just broken. So, Terraforming in the Mansion into Bisque Doll, and then now we're gonna go Imseti, discard itself plus Bisque Doll, search out the King's Arc, draw into the Cattle Scream. Okay, so let me read over this. Detach, summon this card from your hand. Yeah, so we could have summoned this out to our field, and then we could have gone into the Link 2, which could have searched us out Deary Doll, and then summon out Deary Doll, and then that right there would have already been, you know, 2 level 8s to overlay again. You know, maybe we don't FTK the opponent, but maybe we can just attack for game or attack for enough damage and then, you know, burn the opponent for like 3,000 to win the game. I feel like there had to have been a way to win the last game when we admitted defeat. Now we're going to go Bloody Doll, summon itself out, reveal a rank 8. And yes, this card is also only during the main phase when it did come up in a video the other day. And summon out the Deary Doll. Okay, now normal Little Soldier, effect, dump Bloody Doll, then Bloody Doll effect, add itself back to the hand. Okay. And then we're going to go Bisque Doll. So that way they can't target anything. And then normal summon out the Fantix Machina. And then effect, attach, go search the rank up spell. Now we have an additional normal summon this turn. And then activate Cattle Scream. Special summon out by detaching. Activate rank up. Okay. And then activate that effect to go ahead and search out the Service Puppet on summon. Overlay, make number 40. And then, you know, rank up Graveyard effect, add back, number 40, place a counter, and then activate the effect to summon out to the opponent's field a Cattle Scream. Then use rank up to go ahead and make number C40, and then effect to draw, burn for 31. Oh, and we're also going to chain the Machina Graveyard effect, which actually getting hit with the Druisword in there might actually matter a lot, right? Because that's going to stop the rank up spell from getting added back too. So, right? Well, I guess let me read it. You can summon this card to either field, then... Okay, yes, so that will not be added back there. Okay, so draw into a Veiler. And then now we're going to use the effect. Place counters on both the opponent's monsters. Okay. Can I read the trap again? Okay, sure. Field spell, detach to summon out to the opponent's field. The number 40, Gimmick Puppet of Strings, King Sark, summon out Imseti, Deary Doll, banish, summon itself out, and then we're going to overlay those to make the Grinder Puppet, or I guess Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder. Burn for 3,000 with its effect, make Chimera Doll, and then Chimera Doll effect, and yeah, they just go ahead and emit defeat there. It is interesting though. Using a Bastille like that to hit the Graveyard effect of that just has to be the correct spot, right? Because that stops the rank up spell and a rank 8 body. Yeah, I feel like that just has to be the right spot. But I guess you still just need another hand trap for it. Rough for a breaker deck. Oh, for sure. So going on to game 3. We will see the Unchained deck go first. We have Shavara, Nightmare Throne, Foolish, Aruha, Thrust. They have Ash Blossom, Little Soldier, Cattle Scream, Condolence Puppet, and Imperm. I gotta reread over this. I know it dumps, but then you can banish card from your graveyard, target one XYZ monster you control, can have shared by opponent's card effects while face spawn the field. Okay, fair enough. So, pretty much just Foolish. So, activate Nightmare Throne, they Ash Blossom it, which is very interesting, right? Why would you Ash Blossom Nightmare Throne, especially when you have Imperm in hand like this? I feel like that's just a little bit weird. Yeah, I don't like that. Maybe you just like hold Imperm for the level 2, the Dark Beckoning Beast. Maybe try to Ash the Extender. But now they're gonna go Thrust, Set Abominations, Prison, Shavara, Pop, Special Summon out. And then Abominations Prison effect to go special. Bring out the Shyama. Link those off into Yama, and then we're going to go Yama 1, Shavara 2, Imperm 3, so set Chamber, and then Shyama Graveyard effect, Pop, special, and then Chamber effect goes special, bring out the Sarama, okay, now link off into a Solar Rage, Foolish Burial, dump Spirit of Yubel, and then now we're going to go Sarama effects, set the Chamber, pop Solar Rage, and then new chain link, we're going to go Yama 1, and then, okay, just summon out the Spirit of Yubel there, pop the Sarama with the Yama, and then Spirit of Yubel, Sarama, summon out Shyama, and then go ahead, set Nightmare Pain, activate it, pop Spirit of Yubel, search out Gruesome Grave, and then Spirit of Yubel 1, Nightmare Throne 2, summon out Terra Incarnate and Yubel, and then activate Gruesome Grave, special summon out, Okay, now just link off, make a Yama, so that way we can, you know, re-put one in the graveyard. Then link off into a Muckraker. Then go ahead, put back to summon out the Phantom of Yubel. And then we have Muckraker effect, which can summon out the Shavara, which will allow us to set up the DDD, which is why we did not add this back earlier off of the Soul of Rage. Okay, so overlay, make the DDD Wave High King Caesar, and then pass turn. They draw Terror Baby. Okay, so now activate Condolence Puppet, which will now dump up to 4. Yeah, up to 4 from the deck. So we dump Deary Doll, Terror Baby, Bisque Doll, and Little Soldier. So they actually play multiple Terror Baby. Okay. So Deary Doll is an extender. Terror Baby is going to make it so that way the opponent cannot activate any cards or effects in response to the activation of your Gimmick Puppet monster effects this turn. Bisque Doll is going to stop the targeting, and Little Soldiers can up levels. So Terror Baby, I guess the graveyard effect kind of just beats DDD Wave High King Caesar, right? Like, we're not really going to be able to use this up until maybe like a rank up spell, but by then we could already out the DDD. Okay, so that's definitely not bad into the board here. And, you know, we get an extender out of it too, which is nice. So, you know, we're making it so that way their interruptions are worse, but we're also still 1-for-1 trading with our, you know, Condolence Puppet. So, Terror Baby, Bisque Doll, stop targeting, stop them from being able to respond. Normal Summon Little Soldier, effect, dump Bloody Doll effect, add itself to the hand, and then Bloody Doll hand effect, reveal rank 8. Special summon, and then go ahead, bring out a Bloody Doll from the deck. Can that bring out another Bloody Doll? I guess it can. Okay. Yeah, we're doing that because we already have Cattle Scream in hand, and we already went through the Deary Doll. So now, make the rank 8, the Gimmick Puppet Fantix Machina, detach, go search for the rank up spell, then extra normal. Then we're going to go ahead and go Deary Doll, banish, special summon out, overlay, make number 15. And this can go ahead and pop the DDD Caesar, and then they get burned for 28. They only took 26 there, but this definitely has 28 attack. And then Shavara to go set the escape, rank up, okay. And then effect to go search trap on summon, that's fine. And then now they said think here, so just to make sure replace effects still apply under Terror Baby. Can't respawn, I know, but Muckraker still works, right? Yes. What? Oh, they're saying like this to protect? Yeah. This to protect would still work. Yeah. Oh, so I'm guessing what they were thinking is they messed up, right? Because they should have actually used Muckraker to protect the DDD by tributing something else. So that way this would stay on field. Okay, I guess that would end up forcing the opponent's battle phase at some point. But now they're going to go ahead, detach, pop the Phantom of Yubel, Nightmare Throne, Yama, and then that's going to summon out the Aruha, summon out Spirit of Yubel, and then pop Aruha, not Spirit of Yubel, Aruha, bring out the Abominal, and go search for Nightmare Pain. And now they're going to go activate the effect. If a monster special into the opponent's field, you can target one of them, destroy it, and if you do, inflict half the damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack. Okay, I didn't even know this card had that effect. But I guess that's, you know, good to know. It definitely would come up. Yeah, so then Abominable Chain Link 2, but they can't respond to this effect. Oh, so they can't even activate the Abominable. So they actually play around Abominable with this card. Oh, okay, that's sick. That's actually sick. So, yeah, they said, well, GG's. Yeah, they just ended up losing here. Jeez, the Condolence Puppet looked crazy there. They literally just, like, broke the board. Like, the hand trapped them, you know, not great. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the way they used their hand traps was definitely not the best. Like, they knew that, like, after they used Imperm on Yama, just based off of what they had, I'm pretty sure we already knew that they had, like, full combo, right? Or I guess they foolished afterwards. But I don't know, the hand traps were used a little bit weird, but then they were able just to, like, push through the end board, which is pretty sick. But again, maybe they could have used Muckraker to like protect the DDD Wave High King Caesar, and then maybe that's just enough for them to force the opponent to say battle phase, which gets us to a main phase 2. But do we still just lose in main phase 2? Probably, because they're playing an FTK deck. So I don't think it really mattered how we ended up playing it at that point. But also, if that would have happened like that, then no, I guess it wouldn't have mattered because we would have never got to summon something like this out to search. But I guess we could activate Chamber to summon a Ruha, and then Yama to summon and pop. So I guess you could summon out Spirit of Yubel off Yama, and then pop the Unchained, and then do like the same thing, 1, 2, but actually get the Resolve Abominable, because this wouldn't be on field yet, because the rank up wouldn't have been activated until after they out the DDD, and then once they out the DDD, then you get the pop. I don't know. I'd also have to go back and look at it to make sure that's exactly how it was set up, because I know Escape was just set this turn. I'm fairly certain on that, at least. Fairly certain. But I have to go back and look at that at least. But interesting game state. Good card. Good card. And, alright, like I said at the beginning, make sure to go ahead and check out GG Gibriel's Twitch. Link down below in the description. And the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.